Hello everyone, here we are. Oh, what a ride it's been. I watched the episode 2.5 times because I just had to get all up in my feels. Also, I am on drugs today, so this show production could go downhill fast. So here we have the panel. We have Amanda, Rachel, Natalia, Christy and Trish for the last time. Our host, Lucy. Yay!
Well, it's come to an end.
What a ride it's been.
I've come to an
end. There's been laughs, there's been tears, there's been a lot of hatred for a particular wig.
Oh, the wig.
The wig.
May it live in
She never got a glow up. Where was the glow up?
I know.
Really, we were all expecting that, right?
Yeah. I mean, nah. Who knows?
This is a really cute and emotional episode, this last one. We got to see some couples formed and some emotional moments all round. We finally kicked off the show with finding out what the contract was, and it was indeed a shifty lifetime.
Oh, so shifty.
Contract.
So shifty. Just.
How could he forget? Seriously.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna forget.
You kind of remind him every time you see him.
Forget.
Yeah.
It's like I'm pretty
salt in the wound.
Like, and I'm also like pretty sure like that contract could easily be argued out by a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, just
you assume they must have happened because they kind of just let the explanation.
they kind of just sort of let it all just.
Suddenly they were at JH.
Yeah. And I was like, well, yeah, what happened? What we thought would happen happened, but like also like. What
happened?
Yeah.
I mean, there's always some sort of thread in a final episode that you just finish the show with, like, what?
There's a couple in this one.
There
but
was
I
a few in this one.
Second?
I'm still not 100% clear on actually what went down.
Either. They really should not have cut out of that. They should not have cut out of the press conference without us actually hearing anything at the press conference.
It was
they
just
kind of just
like,
want us to assume, I guess, because like, we don't have time to tell you, so just make assumptions, and then you
can figure. You're a smart audience. You can figure it out. Don't worry about it.
15 episodes, not 12. They needed more time for this show for like things to fully evolve better and evolve out better.
Yeah,
but they did what they could, I guess.
The shocking moment
lot
this
happened.
episode. Yeah, the shocking moment this episode is finding out that Scumbag CEO didn't actually know anything.
That
whole like scene was weird, you know.
It was so weird.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
I feel like the secretary just wanted like, because he's only doing all this shit for the CEO, he just wanted like leverage in case, something happened.
I saw it as him trying to get the position, because we saw that he set up the whole photo thing with G-Hack to drive a wedge between them and ultimately forced G-Hack out of the company so that he got G-Hack's spot. So I think he was sabotaging the CEO so that he could potentially take over energy, entertainment,
but it's like, that's not how any of that works.
Nah, K-drama logic.
Like it's
like
there's a board of directors. It's not just the CEO. Like,
I mean,
they would elect a new CEO. I mean,
it felt like the writers were like, I just want to Google this stuff or find out about law, so we'll just cut away
make it
from
up.
the
Don't worry about it.
Cut away from the conversations. We'll let you guys fill it in because I don't want to do the work.
Please stop asking so many questions and move on with your lives, okay? We don't need to talk about this anymore.
Pretty much, yeah.
We had the Avengers entrance.
My favorite part.
Yeah,
I loved it.
They
Right.
And actually, one of the emotional moments of the show for me was when when he walks back in New York and finds out that he spilled, J-Woo spilled about the secret contracts to the other members, and then gets down on his knees and starts crying and apologizing.
Oh, yeah, he
that
broke
really
my heart.
broke me. Yeah.
And he's like, it's the members responded a good way too. It's like, we don't like what you did, but we understand it.
But it's you when we know that you meant it well, because they know that you wouldn't sabotage them.
Yeah, he's been carrying that guilt and
yeah, you could see
a lot. It was really weighing on him.
Can I just say that he acted that scene like
Very
amazingly?
Yeah,
like you
I really
felt
like him.
Yeah, and then saw him in another drama, and I liked him in it too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in anything else, but I would like to. I think he should, get some more roles. And can I just say that, like, during their last performance, I thought he looked really great. Like the way they styled him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the hair, it was amazing.
The hair, yes. We had forehead.
It's the power of the hair, isn't it? It's always the way, like
he looks amazing.
That's not the hair, it's the forehead.
Well, yeah, we call it the power of the forehead.
He's got it.
You know that thing, more cowbell? We should just go more forehead.
More forehead, definitely.
That is so true. So true.
Yeah, we got to see people in their sort of almost happy endings for some. Obviously, some weren't getting happy endings that we would maybe want, or not want, even like for the CEO. Like we did say there wasn't much that they could do about things, but he sort of got his payback.
Yeah, but like not really. It's not like he lost his job or was like disgraced or anything. Like he's still, he was just being shitty to a new series of gentlemen just trying their best.
I feel like that was kind of realistic. It was about as much punishment as he would really get.
Yeah,
really.
That he's kind of having to start over. His gravy train's gone.
Yeah, I saw him at the end suffering because of that. He was I
feel sorry for those trainees that are now.
But I mean, I feel like some of them are also like, even though that's not the best place, that place has some money at least, and probably like they're like it's a better company than other ones that maybe they might treat us nicer, but they have no funding.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's great, but I'm just saying that's realistically what some of the trainees think too, right?
Well, yeah, there's a reason these companies still get trainees after so long of ridiculous lawsuits and things, and it's because they've got funds to debut people.
Not
at least they're able to feed them,
but they have funds.
Yeah. Realistically,
I wonder if some of the kids but... like how there's always that thing with the other woman, but she thinks like he's the different. So like I always wonder that with like kids who like sign on to YG, like they know everybody lives in the basement, but they think they're better. Like they're going to be the exception, right?
Yeah, like, they're going to be the ones.
I mean, I think a lot of them know what the companies are like generally. I mean,
there's rumors and there's stories in the industry. Trainees pass things along to each other.
They all chat along, don't they? In these academies that they go to and stuff, and they know. I mean,
they have a general idea, at least, if not full knowledge.
They go to like the School of Performing Arts and things like that, and they're with trainees from other agencies and things. So they get. I know that it's come back again because obviously 17 have renewed their contracts because they've spoken about how then they were at school.
I was worried they wouldn't because like I don't know how the whole like merger with Hybe kind of treated them.
I mean, they're a huge money maker, so
but I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, Pledis wasn't treating them great before.
No, well, does it treat anybody great? They were saying like they realized when they went to school and stuff with these other trainees from other companies and stuff that their company was seen as an evil company. they've openly talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know like reputations, but I guess it's just like you said, they've got the framework in place already.
Yeah, it's not like they can
and they
work
can't
against the system.
Once you go to that stuff, you find out that like everybody's bad, right? So like you think your agency is bad, but then you're like, oh, they're all bad, just all bad in different ways. So it's like, which thing can I put up with? So, stay with
like
some people just don't have a choice because unfortunately they don't even have the look for the group that company's looking for, or the voice, or like the skills yet, because they need more training, and perhaps the company doesn't want to put the time and effort in because they're like, well, we need to be someone within the next like 2 months. We just have one spot open, and so it's like unfortunately sometimes they get passed around or moved around different agencies. It's like, I mean, like a whole bunch of like trainees from different groups have been in multiple agencies. I mean, you look at like CIX, there's 2 people from YG in there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends.
It's like the Maha swapping at the beginning of the episode. That was really realistic. Yeah.
Well, had more than one agency too. So
Oh, so okay. Well,
what do we think of Starship?
Comment?
Oh God, don't even.
I mean, yes and no.
I mean, in one way, and no company is perfect. But I think as far as some companies out there go, they are by far not the worst.
No, but it's such a low bar, Like, it's not.
I mean, it was like they said at the end of the episode, it was kind of like only like 0.1% of like groups make it, or like trainees get into these groups, and like it's just like such a competitive field anymore because there's just,
and it's just getting more and more so as K-pop gets more popular too.
Yeah, and we talk about the groups that don't make it, like that disband and things, but how many of them don't even get to the point that they even debut before they disband? So there's so many more in that situation.
Or some that just go and hate us and they just eventually die. FX. I'm salty about that. Anyways.
It's all right. They just sort of don't mention them again. Like
Starship doesn't know who Wonho is anymore. Apparently he doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's despite the fact that he's beloved all over the internet.
He's technically still under them and just
still under them, but they don't know him.
Yeah. Who won who?
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
One ho?
One who?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've never heard of them. What a mystery.
So, I guess we should probably get back on topic. We're going off.
Yes.
Something we saw this week. I know a couple of ladies are going to appreciate this. Something we saw this week. Don't you?
I was just going to mention that.
I was like, man cuddles, yes. Thank you.
And armpits. You didn't think I was going to let that go, did you?
No, I wasn't. I didn't think you were going to let it go.
It's the double whammy.
They were so funny, weren't they? Like, because Ryuk's clearly, I think every group has that member that's like the real sort of driving force behind the practices, but them just sort of grabbing his legs to stop him.
Like Young goes over and like lifts him from the back. And
and Young says, "Has anybody got a tranquilizer gun?"
But the whole thing was, and then they had the sparkling were happy too, and look at sparkling happy boy.
I was actually happy to see him happy.
But on the other hand, they should have had just a little scene where he apologizes to his girlfriend for being the absolute friggin' demon.
I feel like we're supposed to believe a lot of stuff happened off screen.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
we can believe it.
Is it? I can never say this right.
Correct, Mike.
Deus Machina, and then it all fell into place.
Yes, and it all was fine. We're gonna assume that he, learned not to be terrible in the brief time that he
went from terrible to just so cute.
I know he is a cute boy. His character was just
They needed a 3 months later. ...
Yeah,
dot.
There should be a little bit more time.
We need to get him a drama where he plays somebody cute from the whole.
Yeah, again, it was just time constraints. They're like, oh, well, we don't have time to like do this. So they're suddenly just very nice again.
I feel like they spent a little too much time in the first half on some things that they never really followed through with. Like, I mean, the show is called Imitation, but they didn't go anywhere with that after the first couple episodes. Like, I thought it would be if in the final thing when Lowry Ma came out and was doing her scarf dance again.
I thought Ma would come out.
Like, Ma came out and like something.
I was expecting that as well.
Bookend back to that. But...
Well, this is based off of manhwa, right? Like a manga thing. So maybe that's like more prevalent in that. I feel like
I suspect so because it's got more time to dig into those sort of storylines.
Yeah. I mean, the only time they mentioned it in the last couple of episodes is when she's like talking to the members of Tea Party, and she's like, "You're my songwriter, you're my invitation, and you will get closer."
Yeah,
she doesn't have
you seem cool, you know.
She just keeps to herself, doesn't she? Our little Hyunjin.
We got to see a few moments with her and
we got to see her and Eugene being super cute this episode.
They were adorable.
And they were adorable. They
My notes just say cute.
Yeah, I think I wrote that. Another person who said was cute was the producer, just looking on like a proud dad.
Yeah.
I like that when he just kept like floating through the scene, like he kept kind of passing by like this ghost just watching.
Waiting for something to happen.
Lurking around.
What's funny is like that kiss on the cheek was more action than like Ryuk and Maha's lip kiss. You know?
I tell you what though, she is a forward girl. I like that.
Yeah.
We've seen her pushing back because I don't think she's felt that he's been really sincere.
And he's like,
and then the way he blushed.
Like you because
follow my lead.
He's so cute.
Oh, these two, yes, I missed this one. These two are just
they're
just adorable together.
They're like they were perfect together.
They're perfect.
They really
like their personalities and stuff.
Producer couple were as well.
They're just.
I do not run an hairy armpit Twitter. Okay.
There is one.
Listen. All I have to say is, Frankie, I've never seen you and hairy K-pop hits in the same room together. So
I'm sorry.
Just putting that out there.
Look, I know. It's fine. It's not me.
I don't think a single person in this chat or this video truly believes that.
Like, I'm not time for that shit. Jesus. Get back to it. Get back to the subject.
Yeah. Sorry. We'll get like,
There's masters of going off on tangents. Didn't you not know this sort of thing?
Yeah. Like,
speaking of couples, did anybody else like when they were watching the concert and we see Daekwon and like Min-sung, the girl who works at the coffee shop? I was like, okay, I stand them now. I ship them.
No, listen, I see those two adorable managers
this
together.
Was so funny.
They were so funny.
They were so into Lowry Ma.
All three of those guys were so funny when Lowry Ma was on stage.
That's my name, Lowry Ma fanboys.
Listen, maybe it's my little like BL loving heart, but those two managers, look at them. Look at them sparks.
I love the Tea Party manager with his like custom light stick and everything just there at the front. Yeah, he's just living his best life.
That's right, because he's made his own.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize the barista at first, and I just kept, every time they focused on her, I was like, why do they keep focusing on this like cranky girl in the front row? And it was like the last number, I was like, oh, she's that cranky girl.
And look,
the cranky girl.
And in the end,
she invited her to it. Then she smiled at him, and I'm like,
oh, I missed that.
It was the power of the forehead.
Listen, she's dedicated to studying. She's not dead or blind, you know. Like,
well, she was like, she didn't know them when the concert happened, so she started smiling towards the end, and I'm like, ooh, a smile starting to appear. And then, of course, when she was like, ooh, really smiling, and I'm like, ooh, is this a thing?
When she went over and gave her like the the ticket as well. Like, I hope you come and stuff. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
She's like the sort of she's the real boss of that
She really is.
To be fair, I would probably smile like that too if he came up to get coffee and I was working there.
How could you not? How could you not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sparkling manager was behind them.
Yeah.
Behind the two, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The three of them.
He made less of an impression. He was, too much of a company man.
Yeah.
The other two.
I feel like those three have a group chat.
Yeah, like manager.
Overworked and stressed.
Yeah.
Chat.
Is that the subheading? Yeah.
Unappreciated.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we kind of got what we wanted at the end with like everyone joining JH, except for Sparkling, because I don't think they did. I just
No, they had no reason to.
It's like they're visiting.
But it's just like
they're just hanging out, just having a good time.
But does that mean they were under NOG because their company was merging with NOG? But then they never talked about it afterwards.
Maybe the merger didn't go through.
Maybe.
I mean, that's my assumption, but there's nothing to back that up, and I'm just
Yeah, listen, it's just one of those dangling threads that we're just not supposed to notice and just sort of look past.
I feel like if they were still part of NOG, that evil CEO would be punishing them for their part in the whole grand finale thing, right? So
that's why I kind of assume they're not part of NOG, but I'm also like, this thread.
It made me laugh when they came into the cafe, actually. It was one of the funny moments of the episode.
Upset that he had no talent in his, if he had Sparkling, who's right now, so that doesn't make any sense.
With one of the most memeable songs right now. Oh my god! I listened to that song today and I was like, it's so bad, I kind of like it.
So bad.
This is one of those songs. Well, didn't it chart for a bit because it was so bad, and then they got on that sketchbook show or whatever with I can never pronounce his name. So. Anyways, it was really funny. In character, I watched it. It was funny. Yeah,
they made it eventually.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, most of the songs in the show, to be honest, were not great. I kind of wish they'd gotten Edie ATEEZ's team to write the songs, because at least then I probably would have liked most of them better.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them seem to be covers for that show they did at the end, but like Troublemaker and stuff. I'm still obsessed with the mini date one with Jihan and Bia.
Yeah. And they did get together. It was so cute.
I didn't mind the final song. It was.
But that's kind of more of your
the
ballad.
thing.
All of their effort into it. Wasn't it?
Not my usual listening, but I did enjoy it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And then when Unjo came out of the stage, it was just like, my
eyes were sweating.
I loved though that it's because he had the previous episode, it made me sad that he didn't want to see his former members, and this felt like this was sort of maybe even though he didn't realize that he needed that closure, because he didn't come back to the group. It was like a special stage kind of thing, but it was kind of like a healing moment for him, for them, sharing with the fans,
They closed his storyline really well. I feel like his storyline was the best overarching thing of the show.
The place I lost it in this episode was with when he saw them busking the song. Yeah. And he was imagining him and Annie singing it, and I was like, oh my god.
Same.
Johnny. Sorry, I'm gonna call him Johnny.
And I keep doing that with Hui Young.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other, the video they were showing, and before they got to Annie and they were talking to the other trainees, were those supposed to be trainees who were still there or quit or?
I'm not sure. I feel like maybe some of the ones that were in their agency and just talking about why there's either maybe not energy, but maybe Musicaholic and the girls that Lowry Ma brought over. Maybe I didn't recognize them, but I wasn't paying that much attention, to be honest. To the
I didn't know if they were sort of part of the same, took the same path that Annie did, or if they were just
Oh.
people who.
I don't think so. I think they're just trainees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
sort of
Trainees.
hid Annie in there so that people wouldn't know her identity and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Daquan and G-Hack, iconic manager duo at the end. I was laughing as well when Daquan's just there with Larry Ma at taking the girls, the little her little
Juniors,
trio there.
Yeah, to the audition, and he's just like, I'm not even the manager.
Why am I here?
Yeah. He's like, he gets roped into everything, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he does.
He's just
the poor
he can't say
dear.
no.
The poor dear. He tries. You know.
It was nice that they looked at, you know, it left you hopeful that things were going to change, because as with everyone, they focused on a few people said in the episode, don't wear yourself out, and even Larry Ma said to the trainees, but make sure you're having fun while you're doing it.
Right.
You know, don't
kill
injure yourself.
to get there.
I think it's definitely very obvious to us as experienced K-pop watchers that like we can tell when like either like a member or like even the group itself is like really tired or just done.
Yeah.
Like I've seen stages where I'm like, oh, like the group is like, this is years later or something, that they're about to disband or they've disbanded, and I see like past stages and I'm like, oh, like from their debut stage to like their last stage, and you're like, they're so done.
Yeah.
So done. Or like, or you just see stages sometimes where like a member's obviously not feeling well, like Teardrop with SF9, like some of the Rowoon and some of those stages, like his back is feeling.
Yeah, he was still in pain. Yeah.
And I'm like, why is he performing? Like he shouldn't be. And then they have him in a drama next, and I'm like, let the guy rest.
Let the man take a nap. Come on now, guys.
Get proper physiotherapy. Like he's not just wearing this fucking back brace all the time. Like he's not ready.
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's that too.
Yeah.
I liked when Larry Ma was sending the girls into the room, and she's like, you know, you'll do your best and you'll try everything, and then when you leave, you shut the door and you leave it all in that room.
Right.
Like, don't bring it home with you, because like it doesn't matter. And I liked that.
Yeah.
Like I like that she's giving them the benefit of her experience and wisdom. Like, you know, to help them so they have to like go through the same things she did.
Yeah.
Larry Ma for co-CEO. Woo!
You love to see it. You love to see it, you know.
I think one of the things that like really struck me, that gave me a nice warm feeling, was like, you know, because like the whole show was about the stresses they're under, how different their life is from normal people, and the things they can't do that normal people do. And then at the end, you have Maha and Ria just kind of out there with other couples, a little lock on
just chilling,
just, you know, taking a couple photo, and it was just a very sweet, soft, normal ending. You know, it wasn't like a big dramatic ending, but it was kind of like that's what they wanted. It's like I wish more people were okay with real idols doing that, because it's sort of like at the end of the day, the idol, you know, the music and dance and everything, that's their job. It's not, you know, it's like they should be able to have a real life outside of their job like a normal person too.
Well, I feel like some of it's changing slowly.
Hopefully.
And also in this, the idea is like when they left to go to JH Entertainment, they're like, let's start again. Like obviously you saw the concert afterwards, like after the press conference, it was like significantly smaller than they would probably have done before, right? And so it's obvious that like they're not going to have as big a crowd, because one, maybe the dating news got out, or also they just don't have like as much following anymore because of like leaving the company,
or maybe they chose to do a small venue.
Well, I thought maybe it was a fan anniversary.
Yeah,
because it says seventh.
Yeah.
But I mean,
might be a fan event or something.
Definitely with like, no matter what, if they said they were dating, and obviously if they're in public, that's going to happen. There's going to be some fans, like
some dumbasses.
Well, there's
I feel like that's another
crazy ones. Well,
like loose end that they didn't tie up.
Oh no! Did anyone see this?
Where was that little fangirl trio?
I couldn't see the crazy fins and the
I couldn't see them.
Right, like, for them.
They would have been there or at that thing, or we should have seen them like angrily burning all their shack stuff or something.
Maybe they just disappeared.
We didn't get that like closure with them, and that was they were such a big part of the earlier episodes. It's weird.
We only saw them at the MML, whatever. Like they were like, oh, really shocked when Unjo came. But at first I thought they were shocked because like Ryuk and Maha were like looking at each other lovingly, and I thought they like noticed something. But then I was like, oh no, Unjo's coming up from the ground.
Something more important is happening right now than something.
But I just didn't realize what they were like shocked with at first because I didn't know that was going to happen. Of course, surprise.
It was.
But
it was
I thought maybe they noticed something, but because they're. Like as you're focused on him, so
well now that people are making videos now about things we should have known they were a couple, and they're showing that.
Yeah, I always love those videos.
Clues that were a couple.
I knew all along. I go off track. So after Hyuna and Don had the whole thing, those videos they like cracked me up because it was just pointing out the things that everyone was criticizing Hyuna for, saying that she was sexually harassing him. So I'm just like, okay, you knew.
Yeah, it's like in hindsight, sure, in reality, no.
Yeah.
But it's like that with like when Kai and Jenny did it. There's like these videos circulating around, and like Minho's almost like Mino, from like Winners, like kind of hitting on her or something, and then they're like, Kai's like right there, and you can see his face, and he's like, and I'm like, okay, sure. I think he's just tired. I don't think it has anything to do with the situation.
They can take the clips and make them mean what
you can make them mean anything. Like, come on.
Nothing. I'm like, I don't think he cared. I think Mino's just like a label mate playing fun with her, and she like won an award
talking to a fellow human being.
Yeah,
yes, I know. Imagine.
I must say the memes after that dating announcement came out were immaculate.
Oh yeah, I don't remember them.
Dating announcement memes are. I think my favorite was someone had made like there's like a scene from like 22 Jump Street where where is Ice Cube's character finds out that like Jonah Hill's character is dating his daughter, and Channing Tatum's like, oh, I can't believe this. Like,
you're talking about that 21 Jump Street. I'm sure.
Yeah, 22 Jump Street, the sequel to the movie.
I'm thinking Johnny Depp.
They had just like superimposed like Chaniel and Kai's faces over the two of them. Oh.
That's so funny.
It was beautiful.
This is the difference in age of the panel. I was like, I went directly to Johnny Depp.
Well, Johnny Depp did turn up in the remake of 21 Jump Street. It was very short.
So, I'm not. I've seen both. I had a Johnny Depp phase at one part of my life.
I know of them both. It was just that meme in particular was. Yeah. It was one of my favorite ones, and I see a lot of memes.
You are meme queen. Yeah,
you just need to keep sending. You need to save them and like send them in a separate group chat, just like a meme group chat. We need a meme group chat.
Girl, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'm already bad enough, like with just the regular group chats.
I mean, that one you can just send memes. You don't have to actually say anything.
Just send the memes. Get out. Send please.
That is like saved. Okay.
Someone's mentioned they're also a fan of Dojin's cape. Dojin's cape was like,
who are you? You're my friend.
I love that. I have one comment about this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, wrong.
No, it was Sarah.
Sarah.
I was just gonna say, like, the one thing about that is like their costumes for the MML stage are the same for like their like comeback stages, and I'm like, you never do that in real life. But I'm also like,
no.
Budget issues. Anyway.
Yeah.
Although the cape was awesome.
No, I love the cape. I'm just saying
it was a good cape.
And I'm like, suspect of budget issues at the end. Okay, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
We've mentioned the hair. We've mentioned the cape. Now we mention the wig. The wig was styled beautifully.
Good.
Why is the hairstylist on this show? determined to make her so unattractive. Like, why are they doing this to her?
Like I could understand it at the beginning, but there was like no transition, you know?
Why are they hurting our girl this way? It seems unfair. Like it seems cruel at this point.
Yeah, Mike, I agree. Burn it.
Mike, amen.
You know what? I bet she did after this film. It was. I know I would.
She didn't keep it. It's not doing her any favors. Oh,
Woodward. I mean,
the cast had a ceremonial burning at the end.
It would just melt.
Ugh,
it would probably smell awful.
Yeah,
that's true. It's true.
This kind of was Frankie. Did you notice we got a bit of a JU stomach reveal or ab reveal during the rehearsals for MML? Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if you caught that.
I didn't catch it. Because it's a move in the dance, I think on the show that we first saw it, I actually got Ryuk's stomach out there. So yeah, appreciate it.
Teaser, a little Susan, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, why did we get the short hair?
I know.
Yeah, why did they do this to us?
I mean,
and it looked good, like, and it's not like
comparatively
female idols can't have shorter hair, like they do all the time, and they did that girl dirty. That's all I have to say.
They did, yeah.
Yep.
And then there's like Leah with the nice, like, you know, like
she had such good hair as well.
And I'm like, yeah, that's nice. Let's just do something like that. Just I don't know. Give her if you're gonna give her a wig, give her like a freaking colored wig.
Just
make it so she like dyed her hair or something. And at least like more excusable, I feel like, but you know, whatever.
Larry Ma looked really good.
She did.
Her first stage as well with like the sort of wet look hair and the suit. I was like,
that song was the one that like they pretended like Leehan and Leah wrote for her, right? I'm guessing that's the new song.
It's a new song. Yeah,
that was my assumption. But she did really good. I think she did good on all the performances, even if I wasn't necessarily a fan of the songs. So, but I mean, of course, Tiara. She was from Tiara. So.
Yeah.
I noticed that at the end, the final stage, you know, when they have everybody coming in sort of like as couples to sing, that the first two girls were the ones that had strong voices, and then the other girls didn't really come in until it was sort of like, look, this is good. It's a great song, and now we'll let you sing too. Like,
don't worry about it.
Everyone else is singing. Well, you too. Yes, you can. Like it was
the pity line.
Voices.
Pity line.
1 second. We have a visitor.
Oh,
he's running away. He's running away. It's fine. He got camera shy.
He saw the wig.
He saw the wig and took off.
The wig scares all manner of creatures, human and four-legged.
Yeah, human and otherwise.
So, everybody, who is your favorite character? Do you think?
Oh, it's hard.
The dumb twins. The dumb twins.
Yes. Dojin.
Yeah,
I loved them.
Yeah, Dojin.
They were a delight.
Close second here. Yeah.
I think Laurima. I really liked her. I mean,
I liked her
at the beginning, but then like she really grew on me, and I really enjoyed her character.
Yeah, same. I liked the same, but I also liked the Shax's manager for comedy relief. He was
that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that he was my favorite, but like you pitied him the most. Like you had the most sympathy for that poor man.
Everyone in the chat, who was your favorite character? Let us know.
I have 3 answers. The first half of the show was Yujin. The second half of the show was Leah, and the whole show was Jihak. That's the answer.
There you go.
Oh, Jihak.
I really liked Leah too.
Yes.
I
really
liked
Leah.
See her in more stuff.
She was
great.
good.
She was talented and
more. She was great.
I want to see Park Yuri in more stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one in the chat is telling us who their favorite person was.
Well, Sarah has
Run, Jack, get it together.
Are you all asleep?
We had, I think Larry Ma just takes it for me.
Yeah.
Over some of the others because we got a nice sort of solid arc of her character, like what we presumed she was like, and then learned more about her through the show. So
Same run.
Yeah, Mike.
Eugene
Mike.
You're pretty transparent there, Mike. You're pretty transparent.
I mean, I don't disagree, Mike, so it's all good.
The twins.
Yeah.
The twins.
They were just adorable.
They
need to see them more.
And every time they showed up, you felt good. Like there was,
Yeah.
they made everything better. You know,
They were so valuable in like some moments that were very, very heavy, just to help you keep.
Kudos to the red hair and the blue hair. That was just visually so great the whole way through.
It's so good. Favorite moments going on from like the Dojin and Hyuk thing. My standout moment that I enjoyed the most, I think, was just them hiding in the bed pretending to be that just like that's just cracked me up so much. It really when he's so obviously knew as well and just pulled the covers back and they're both just there like on their phones arguing with Ron,
covering for him.
And then all those moments on the couch, it's like him and Rhea. This was like a totally random, just off one-liner thing that, like, when I was going back through my past notes, that just cracked me up at the time was like, you remember when whatever Sungwa's character's name was, when he was talking about how he kept dreaming about the chicken that they ate. It was such a like, he didn't have a lot of lines, and that was just sort of like a one-off thing, but it just really cracked me up.
A lot of his lines are food related. I kind of realized that. A lot of his lines are food related.
Mike, I think you might be onto something here. This show could have broken so many more barriers than it if they had the balls to do it.
They had some conflict that could have, evolved into something else.
I really like when Leah.
There could have at least been a little bit of subtext,
I really like Leah finally kissing him. I was like,
it was so
good. In my pajamas.
It was just the way he came out with like this smooth line as well.
Yeah.
And then she asked him how, like, you don't like me, do you, anyway? And he was sort of just like, didn't really know what to say. And then she just came over and like bowled him over with it. Well, just follow my lead.
I was so excited.
Don't worry about it. Let me take care of it.
And the proud dad.
Proud dad.
He's like the presence over their whole relationship, just being like, oh, they're so cute, or can you get out of my freaking studio so I can produce instead of duplicating you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I feel like most of my favorite moments revolved around the secondary couples. Like the main couple, great and all, but I always tend to like the secondary couples more.
Yeah, they tend to have less frustrating moments because there's moments in dramas where the first couple, you always end up hating them for a bit because of some stupid decision. So that doesn't usually happen with the second couple. So you're just free to be like all happy about it.
Yeah, I picked my favorite moment because I'm obsessed with the song is the mini date performance with Leon and Leah. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I'm obsessed with it. It's 80s/90 goodness.
Yeah,
90s
they work
goodness,
so well
and I love
together.
it.
I loved the coffee shop scene toward the end. It's just like everybody's happy. The people who are out of the NOG mess, the couples are together. It was just, I don't know, happily ever after kind of moment.
Yeah. You love to see it.
And G-Hack's still there serving coffee.
Look at Larry Mal looking like a proud mum at the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Sunwa, do you have pretzels?
Yeah.
Relatable.
The boy is hungry.
I also, he's always food related for them. And then also like they're all taking coffee orders and he's like, okay, iced Americanos. And they're like, okay.
Like, I guess. I'm sorry, iced Americanos, grossest drink in the world.
I don't drink coffee, so I'm with you there.
I'm a chai latte girl, if you couldn't tell.
I'll say same Frankie, I love chai lattes.
I was laughing at Hyuk when Sparkling came in and bowed, and he was like, telling them to bow lower, and Rock was saying
like,
to him,
why are you being such a
why are you being so rude? He's like, I learned it from you.
Nice.
That's good.
I liked that they didn't try to like pigeonhole like a Larima like love interest in the final episode somehow. They just let her be her and not like she didn't have to have a love interest to, you know.
I think that was
because
smarter.
I was a little worried that that's what they were like. They were going to do something
strong, independent
with one of the managers or something. Just to,
I thought it was actually going to be Jaewoo. I thought she was going to try and go for the leader of Shax. I thought maybe that would be a thing. I thought they were maybe like putting that in because they put them together in the last performance, and I was like, oh, maybe this is foreshadowing something. But I was like, oh no. Okay, good. It looks like
there wasn't enough time to foreshadow anything.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. This is the last episode. Foreshadowing can't happen. But I mean, you never know.
It's foreshadowing for fan fiction.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they like to do that, right? Like you end off a drama with the like female lead or something, everyone. Meeting somebody, or just something open ended so that you feel like good for them, but like. She already had her happy ending. It's already good for her. She's doing great. She doesn't need a guy.
Yeah.
I also love
Daekwon needs to settle down, and he's already well trained.
That is true. He's well trained.
Look,
in
if
having voice.
Daekwon dated Larima, I think this is Australian saying, he'd be batting above his weight, is it?
Yeah.
That's right.
You know,
hitting him above his weight. Yeah. I mean,
do you remember how, like, in the early episodes, we were really worried about Eugen's character turning into like the evil second lead? And I'm so glad they didn't go there.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I would have kind of been mad because I'm like, don't do that to Yoonho. Okay, anyways.
I know, me too.
My teeny heart coming out there, being like, if you do this to my boy, I will kill you. Not really.
What was the sort of moment that had you grabbing the tissues the most then?
When Annie's story was revealed.
Annie's story.
That, and then anytime Hyunji cried, I was like, no, don't do it.
That was the worst. When Hyunji started crying, that's when I lost it. And then when they started having the trainees on the screen and Annie came up, I lost it then as well.
And that moment when Jayu was down on his knees apologizing to Shax.
I almost cried. It was close.
I was close with that moment, and then, like I said, the Eunjo sort of fantasizing about him and Annie singing together as well on the street was just
for me it was Eunjo and Annie at the end singing together.
This episode's just kind of like, I'm really happy. Oh crap.
So. I'm gonna be honest, heartless Natalie moment. I didn't cry once. I don't really cry during TV shows.
I kind of fine if I tear up because it takes a lot for me to actually physically
I was just misty.
Yeah.
I was bawling, but I was having a shit day to start with. So.
You were primed.
We just had our home open and I was eating ice cream, so I was really stressed. I just needed.
I definitely watched depressing scenes from K-dramas just to let myself cry.
Feel better,
Sometimes you just need to cry.
I see that Katie's saying that the final stage got her, and it might have gotten me if I could stop focusing on those sweatshirts that were just listen, guys, you said you were gonna put together this amazing stage. You could,
and they went.
You went to the stylist, and that's what she pulled out was just a bunch of khaki ass glow in the dark sweatshirts. Come on,
music is my life.
Maybe they could have just.
She was like, I don't know. It's. I don't know if I can get it done in time, but for you, kind of thing. And you're like, it was sweatshirts. You went to the corner store. You went to Target and bought sweatshirts. It's not.
I feel like maybe there was supposed to be something else, and again, budget. You know, they're like, hey, you get crappy sweatshirts.
They cut the wig budget. They cut the clothing budget at the end. So
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Why?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, I liked it. It didn't look great, but I kind of thought maybe they were going for
it was more humanizing.
You know, we're people, we're just like you, and also we want you to focus on the song, not on the flash, right?
But they usually do that at
It
concerts.
feels like it could have been just something a little more
but they always come out like that at concerts anyway. They always change into their t-shirts.
But not usually at like award show festival
style.
They
made it.
Yeah,
they made
like the actual
said
concert.
they're going to end up selling those sweatshirts. And I totally thought that when they came up, I thought those sweatshirts going on sale.
Merch, yeah.
That is why I will not be buying.
Listen, it would be about as attractive as most of the clothing merch that officially comes out from these companies. I'm gonna be honest.
That's true. I don't own like any of it almost.
That is an unserved market.
They need to get better stuff. Like there's some, I'm not gonna say that some groups or some companies that sometimes come out with something you're like, oh, that's actually pretty. Like if I buy it in a group, I'd buy it. But like sometimes
I just remember when Super M came out.
I knew you were going to say Super M.
I knew it. The car one, and I was like, no. Like I thought it was a joke.
I
thought it was like a meme that someone had thrown together.
So we had Dara on here from the 6 K-pop superband show that I was on, and she actually on there pulled out her merch and she made her own. This is on the Jubilee channel. She's saying, I made my own Super M merch because the merch they made was so shit.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
like you have to try to make it that bad.
That's like
I have a concert shirt and that's it.
Oh, the NCT jacket. I'm jealous, Mike.
That's like nice. The ugly merch is literally why I started making.
I do have a few things
because I wanted something that I liked that wasn't heinous.
Yeah, I mean,
or boring.
Yeah, I did when we had Shiny here in 2017, and they ended up not bringing any merch. So like, oh, we're not selling anything. We're all really disappointed because the merch was actually decent. And we could get it.
So
but then there's like people here that decided to just make their own, and they made these little cute cartoon figures of them like surrounding a 5, like the V of Roman numerals, and I bought one, and that was really cute. Yeah. So like you can like sometimes the fans make better merch than the company.
Yeah, I have a fan made shiny shirt.
Sometimes, most times.
Not all the time, but sometimes.
When we were in Chicago for Monster X, we went into Hot Topic, and you know how they have like some K-pop merch.
Yeah.
We were like, we're watching these girls, and they're talking about it, and we were like, Nat, you need like
I need business cards.
Some business cards so we could just like slip them into the sleeves and the folds of all the like Hot Topic stuff, so they could like go buy something nice.
Yeah,
get you something cute like.
Oh
yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Still remember the iconic sort of the Super M car t-shirts. Get in losers, we're going shopping t-shirts.
No,
made of it.
No, I literally have a sticker in my shop that's a riff off of that. It's like, what if it wasn't ugly?
Sometimes
but it wasn't even as fun as that. It was just like go 100 with like a clip art of a car, and I was like, fuck it.
Like they paid somebody to do
Miranda, I feel you. All the people talking about the lack of inclusive sizing. Indeed.
K-pop sizing.
Mm-hmm. That's why you got to shop with, like Natalia and other people, so you can get more inclusive sizes. I'm just, promoting her on the side.
I might be wearing a little bit of my own.
Just don't realize the gold mine they're sitting on is like people would buy nice shirts, in a variety of sizes and colors,
Well, at the very least,
what an unserved
if the
market.
Shirts were in your colors, like if you're just gonna have like the name of the group across the front, don't make it a black and white shirt. Like the black pink shirts that are black with white, black pink, and you're like,
they can't even put the pink in there. Like, it's really
and like different collar cuts, because like I hate like the it's like the unisex, but the rough collars that are all like on the men's t-shirts and stuff. I'm just like, no, give me a nice V-neck.
You know what? Some of the idols who have done like the represent stuff, like 10 and stuff, and Mark Twain. I actually bought some of Mark Twain's stuff, and like he had women's cuts and then men's cuts, and like they were different styles. And I was like, yes, this is how you properly do like, it's not really merch, it's kind of like it's merch, but yeah. So it was like, that was good. And like, I'm totally wearing his slides right now. Mark, I love you. Never see that.
Just,
like he does good stuff.
Katie in the chat, and someone said $30 shipping fees. Well, you know who doesn't have $30 shipping fees?
If anyone in the chat would like any imitation or any other stickers or merch made,
please just DM me. I can
DM Natalia.
I can make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay. On that note, I think we've gone so
Miranda,
far
I
off
do.
track. Natalia does all kinds of things. She also makes really cool light stick holders. Show us one.
Yes.
You can display your light stick.
Natalia.
Look at that.
Let me put this down. I just literally just completed this order today. Was just putting the sticker on, so this is the new one. It
would cost you $30 to send that to Australia. You know that.
Yeah, like
Australia, yes, but
actually, you'd be surprised, because I was like researching. I don't know exactly how much it would be to Australia, but to Singapore, it was only $15 shipping. So
I don't even know where mine's fallen. See, mine's fallen down. I can't even find it. So. Okay, but yes, so Natalia is available. DM her on Twitter, Soju Nights.
Soju_nights.
Okay, thank you. I know it's over, guys. It's over.
It's done.
Like, I don't know what I'm going to do now. Okay, because I've really enjoyed it. I might need to rewatch the whole thing. But thank you to the wonderful panel for being part of this. Thank you to Lucy for hosting and doing the research. And look, guys, I stopped taking notes. I was just enjoying it so much. And thanks to everyone who's turned up here every week to discuss things with us, because it's been so much fun. I'm sorry about the episode. I had to take the episodes down. Anyway, there wasn't much point anyway, because most people who watch them just watch it live. So I took all the back episodes down because Cacao blocked my Twitter account because I used the poster. So I thought I better take down the videos since you put so much footage in them. I will leave this one up.
This totally does feel fair use, but like YouTube doesn't care about fair use.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the poster that might. Yeah, I'm really worried. But I'll leave this one up for a while. This way I can only get one strike, but I would have got 8 strikes if I'd left the other ones up. So thank you all. We might do another. We might do another drama at some stage. Probably
no.
Yes. Oh no, guess what? We might be doing. We're going to do Jahan's drama. So
is it coming up finally?
Yeah, it's coming out in August sometime. So I don't know who's going to do that. I'm going to do it. I think Mike's going to.
Yeah,
anyone else who wants to. Okay, well, we'll sort that out. Yeah, we'll sort that out off camera. But we've already got volunteers. So yes, we're going to do that one because Jahan. Where is he?
Where's your boy?
He's one of my old.
Where's your
So we're going to do that one. Yeah, guys. Look, thanks again for being part of this. It's a live audience that makes this so much fun. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you for the next drama. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.